Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers have built one of the most exotic schemes in all of football. Today we're showcasing why I truly believe anyone can effectively run the 49ers offense. When we talk about elite quarterbacks versus the typical starter, you will realize that there is actually an extremely fine line that settles the difference. On one hand, there's the guys who process defenses better than anyone. On the other hand, you have the guys who have abnormal physical traits, which include mobility and arm talent. When coaches search for quarterbacks who fit their scheme, they're usually searching for a player who excels in one of these two categories, and with the way today's game is headed, it's honestly a combination of both. However, for a system such as the Ravens, you may want to assure that a guy is a plus-level athlete. For the Packers system, you may want to assure that your quarterback is a plus-level processor. The point that I'm driving home is that I believe a quarterback with very pedestrian arm talent and mobility could succeed in Kyle Shanahan's offense. Now, before we get into the video, I want to clarify that I love both Jimmy G and Brock Purdy, two very respectable starters who have proven they can win football games better than most, but from a scouting standpoint, none of their physical traits are elite. I do want to add that I think their ability to throw on the run has made them shine in this offense, but however, it's that time. Let's roll the tape. First play versus Seattle here is simple. We want to attack this linebacker in his cover 3 hook zone until he shows he can stop it. And the way we're going to do this is send the dig behind him, then release McCaffrey right in front of him. If he bites hard enough, we fire the dig into the window right out of the break. If he gets underneath the dig, we go to McCaffrey. Oftentimes, some coordinators find themselves reacting to the defense, but the 49ers have an attacking mindset on offense, which makes the defense very uncomfortable. Next play, we got 2 safeties split, and they're just creating space for our plans because we're attacking the linebacker again. Everything we do on this play is to get the linebacker to bite on what looks to be a throwback screen, but in all actuality, what we're going to do is simply motion McLeod across, pump his way. Opposite, we pull the center as if he were screen blocking, and if we get the linebacker to bite on the eye candy, we're firing the ball to George Kittle immediately. In this instance, this is where playmakers come in handy because he outruns everyone to the end zone, but if the linebacker doesn't bite, we progress back to the go by Ayuk. Pretty simple. And if we notice, a lot of the passing game in Shanahan's system is set up out the run game. We got a cover 6 look by Seattle, and this time we're not only occupying the linebacker's eyes with the run fake, but we're also occupying that boundary corner's 4th of the field by the runoff route with Jennings. Key thing that makes this work against the look is that there is no initial underneath work for the corner to occupy. Corners know you never just cover green grass and zone, so he continues to get depth. Boom, Ayuk just popped into my vision. I can't get there, ball's out. Now this is a really creative play. You can tell this offense has such great coaching because the preciseness of the little things amaze me. So this play is basically functioning as a wide receiver screen on 3rd and long. Everyone can see in the way that Kittle and Jennings come out the football, they're not actually running routes. But forget that, let's look left. Ayuk runs right at the sticks, then begins to break down for his block. And then McCaffrey honestly makes this play for McLeod, forcing the contact from Ryan Neal. And by the time Neal turns around, McLeod has the angle to the sticks. And if this play doesn't do it for you, then I don't know what will. Again, we're setting everything up off the run game. Now, if it's 2nd down, 2 tight ends on the right side of the formation, and we got Juszczyk walked up to the line, what does all of America think Kyle Shanahan is doing? Running. Well, on this play, all of America is wrong. Watch our 2 tight ends on the strong side block and release upfield. They get the corner and the wheelbacker to bite hard on the fake, and realistically, they're both open, but Purdy chooses 81. Big game. Now, if you still wonder why these plays are so significant, it's because this is how most of the passing game looks, outside of a man beater by Ayuk or George Kittle. So, eventually, with enough of these plays, Purdy's stats stack up to remarkable numbers, but it's not just him. Jimmy G you up. This is the Miami Dolphins game, and unfortunately Jimmy's last game of the season, but let's check them out. So we know how the Dolphins are. They love man coverage. We got 4x1 in the quads look, but pay attention to the splits. We see Deebo Samuel out on his own, and then we see everybody else kind of split very tight beside each other. 49ers got some odd looking plays, but they all have a purpose. See, Xavier Howard has Ayuk one-on-one, But this alignment causes problems because of the variation of plays the 49ers can actually run right here. The 49ers use one of the oldest tricks in the book on third down. They run Kittle on the drag, slant Ayuk into nothing but green grass, and they got a backside dig that's going to hold the safety. It's simple, but it's very effective. Now, I don't think my nephew would have had too many problems identifying this mismatch because it's critical. Christian McCaffrey motions out of the backfield, but notice who bumps out to cover him. In man-to-man, the linebacker. And you wonder, why don't we just put a corner on him right there? There isn't one. They're all on the trip side of the formation. C-Mac wins on this route, obviously, and boom, ball's out. Now, this is the final play. It's a simple drag route to Deebo Samuel, but let's focus on the defense. You can see that the coverages are split in the field in that good old cover 7 look, which I've spoke about it again and again. Well, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe because very soon we're doing something special and breaking down how one college defense destroyed NFL offenses. Stay tuned. We out.